Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be looking at a game called Verdun. It's a rather old game, not too old. You can see by the graphics. It's relatively new, within I think 2010. We just joined in on a squad defense match, but it ended as we joined. This game has a couple of modes. Front lines, which is the standard mode. It's trench on trench warfare. Rifle deathmatch. I never played that because there never seems to be anybody playing it. Attrition, which is the same thing as rifle deathmatch, but you have snipers, machine guns, pistols, all that good stuff. And then squad defense, which is cooperative wave defense. And we're going to jump into that just because I have better connection playing with this. For some reason, I think the servers are going underneath some maintenance or whatnot. I always find out I have lag when I play the trench warfare, and that just started happening just recently. So this I normally have a little bit better connection. There's not as many people playing it because there's only 4. But this is a World War I trench warfare game. All World War I weapons. You have gas. You have mustard gas, all sorts of stuff. You can don your gas mask when you need to, call in artillery strikes. You have a nice bolt action, Car 98s, the Springfields, the Leadfields. Everything that you can think that World War I has. You know, as you see right now, this dude's stomping through the trenches and whatnot. So this game, it is really fun if you like this sort of first-person shooter and this gritty feel. You'll have, when you play some of the other modes, you have when you're going to take the enemy trench, you can't just go wherever you want, and you have to listen to the orders. You know, if you're defending your trench, you can't go past the front of your trench, otherwise you're abandoning the trench. You know what I'm saying? So that way, it keeps all the players, whether they're attacking or defending, in a general battle line. There will be a point where the enemy attack will either succeed or fail. And when it fails and they whistle to, like the enemy would call the retreat, then you are able to go past the front of your trench. Like if you ever seen the movies where they blow the whistle and then everybody comes up over the top of the trench, that's exactly what it looks like. Your entire team of 16 players leaps over the front of the trench to now counter assault the enemy trench. So it feels really cool, it looks really cool, and you just have a blast playing this. The life expectancy isn't so hot because if you get shot pretty much anywhere except the hands or the feet or somewhere from really long distance, you're probably going to go down or be really close to going down. That's a cool thing. It also can get annoying because you have guys who are really good at this game that can just sit at long distance and pop away at you. But it also makes for some pretty realistic combat. Another thing I enjoy about this game is it's not like Call of Duty where you can kind of one-man kill the entire team. Seeing as this guy, he has, you know, a revolver, and even that only has 6 shots in it. If, you know, enemy team of 14 or 15, 16 guys, let's say even if you're perfect accuracy, take down 1 guy for every shot. Now, as you crank that to reload it, what if a guy pops around the corner? You know, this game very much revolves around team cooperation and whatnot. You can't just one-man your way through the entire enemy trench, which I like. So here we are, we're jumping in. We have the Leadfield Mark III, and you can choose different loadouts, if you will, for yours, for your specialization. Like I'm a flanker, we have an assault leader, a specialist, and a raider, and they each have their own weapons, and you can unlock as you get them. So this wave defense is gonna pit 4 of us against an unknown number of AI opponents assailing us. And all we have to do is hold this trench line and pick them off as they come. Now, they are calling in artillery because, like I said, I joined this at Wave 2. So Wave 1, they don't really call in anything. It's just an infantry assault. But it's pretty cool. You can see the shells coming in as they're bumped. Oh, I should probably get a little farther away, shouldn't I? Oh boy. Undercover. So it's a very realistic game. You can see the shards of dirt and wood that's flying up with the artillery assault. They put a lot of time into this game, making it realistic. Oh, They are all over the place. And if I could hit a guy, that'd be nice. But now this entire stretch in front of us is no man's land, and the enemy trench is somewhere on the other side. If we were playing the like vanilla mode, when their assault failed, this is what we would have to charge across, as they were in their trench defending. So you have to use cover and move through this game pretty strategically if you want to survive. If you just sprint like these guys are, because they are a computer, you're gonna get taken down pretty quick. So there's a couple different strategies you can use. You can crawl, you can get completely on your belly and crawl through the trenches like this, across no man's land, dipping in and out of craters, abandoned trenches, or whatnot. Or you can try to sprint across and an edge on a flank. Or if you're defending, you can sit up here like I am. But once again, unless you're playing AI, they're going to take you down pretty quick. So you can either pop up and down like a jackrabbit, or you can sit inside your trench and wait for them to come to you and engage them in, wow, there we go. Engage them in classic hand-to-hand combat in the trench. Which some of these rifles have a bayonet attack. Come on, buddy. Oh, is that my guy? No, it's not. Some of these have bayonets attached to them. Some of these guys, I think this guy's carrying around a trench club, I think. But they have specialized weapons to... Look at that. So I got awarded artillery support because I think I had the most kills for the game. But it's been a while since I played. I think, how do I select this? How do I know how to call in party? I think there should be a menu here. Oh, jeez. I guess I just did it. I think I called that in on my position. I'm not sure. So we should see, yeah, that's our artillery. Yeah, I should have waited until I got closer, but we have dual artillery bombardments on ARF's position, so I wasn't too smart about when calling that. There they all are. So they're all just going to rush to take that defensive position that we need to hold. And after this, we'll try a multiplayer game, so I can show you guys how crazy that gets. That gets super fun, and maybe I'll show you guys some more loadouts, because you can sit down in this trench corridor and have a freaking machine gun just looking down the lane and wrecking people as they come in. See, like I have to reload, and definitely need your teammates with you if you want to go far in this. Look how long it's taking to reload this bolt action. Oh, come on. There are so many of these guys. Ah! Where's this guy at? Just need to hunt down and kill the last couple of them. Ooh, there's not just another couple of them, there's a ton of them. I'm about to go down, about to go down. Now, if you don't aim down the sights, your accuracy is pretty rough, which is kind of annoying because You think you'd be able to point and click, point and shoot in a trench and have decent accuracy, but it's another part of the game mechanic. There is a fair bit of detail that goes into this, and this is one of the more barren maps. There's maps that have concrete fortresses, wooded maps, grassy maps, all sorts of stuff that is going to come at you. What in the bloody hell do you think you're doing? So they're all the way across the map. We need to get over there. Oh, two people got... So when you die in this game mode, you do not come back. You have to wait for the next game mode. Which, the amount of enemies that come are proportional to how many players you have. If you have one player, you're going to get, that's like 10. 2 players, you're going to get 20. 3 players, you're going to get however many, you know. But, so when you die right off the bat, they're not going to readjust to what you have now. And if I could hit anybody, that would probably help our cause. Ah, I'm out of ammo. So there you go, I went down, but I think it's going to be it for us. We've only killed a quarter of them, and we only have one guy left. He has his gas mask on. So his pistol is actually one of the better weapons to use in the trench. You have a trench shotgun, I think, which is pretty good. But because of the rate of fire of this pistol, you can fire really quickly and clear out trenches at a considerable rate. So that's good. I'm not a huge fan of the pistol, but I like my bolt action rifles. So we're going to head and get out of this game. And we're going to see how a full multiplayer match treats us. Front lines. A lot more people playing than I tried to play last night to get back into it before I showed you guys. But I A, had quite a bit of problems with the connection, and B, it just wasn't very full. See all these hats and helmets? Those represent squads that are playing. Each one has a potential to have 4 people in it. So if you look back, front lines, look at all these squads that are playing. When I was going on, there was only a couple in the Picardy region and some up in the Flanders, and that was only like 6 or 7 squads total. So let's go hop down in here and let's find a full or an almost full, and there we go. We're gonna hop on the Central Powers because I think this is a good class, if it is what I think it is. Every single class has its own specializations. Like the German rifleman class, even though Italy's the same central, like they'll have different weapons. The Car 98, I don't even know what the Italians use, but nothing's the same. You will not see the GPK model 1888. You know how the customization in this is incredible. So if I want to go up to the next tier, I'm gonna get, I think that looks like a sniper because it has the G3X custom on it. And then so my next 2 are snipers, and this one is just a bolt action. Let's see, we're defending, but there's gas here, so let's get out of gas. And the gas will kill you mighty quick. Gas will wreck your day. You can't put on a gas mask, but it's heavily annoying. So here's the enemy trench line that we're looking at, and there's a guy coming up. No bueno, no dice. Alright, they're going on our left flank. Alright. One of the things I do wish is that the friend or foe identification would be a little bit better, because sometimes it's really hard. These uniforms are not just cut and paste. There's not one uniform that one team wears and one uniform that the other team wears. Based on what squad you're in and what your position is, they have different markings and whatnot. So sometimes it can be really difficult. But it also adds to the flavor of the game. So here we are. We're going to sit and see if we can't pick off some defenders that are poking their head over. That's what they're doing. But because they're usually looking for guys that are running across. And if we can be sneaky and sit behind something, that's gonna... Well, we're actually going to use the cover of the smoke to get in there. Because that's way more important than... Just going to hop right on into the trench line. Okay, so we already got a foothold. I'm going to cover the rear. Rear's looking good. Got somebody backed already. Where? So your screen will start going gray when bullets either start hitting you or going near you. And you'll kind of get a little bit sluggish. And that's just a thing to add to the whole taking fire effect. So we're going to go ahead and creep around this corner. Ah, already got me before anybody else did. Okay. And you can look up there to the right, top right. It shows you who killed you and how killed you. Unfortunately, because we have squad members still all the way back in our original trench, if they were farther up, you spawn on your squad members. So because they're all the way back on the trench we just defended, we're not spawning up near the enemy trench like we should. And that really hurts us, because now we have to run all the way across no man's land again. And as you guys saw, I got sniped like 10 steps in. Yep, see, there's a guy right there. He's looking for me. Well, you know, sometimes you get the bear and sometimes the bear gets you. So now, we've been completely forced out of that trench. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade. And see if we can't snipe a little bit. I am not the best sniper in this game. Let me tell you that right now. The scope, you'll see. But the scope it's a little weird for me. I don't know what it is. It's a little weird. I have a hard time with it. There we go. There's one. Whoa, there's a dude. So I didn't necessarily secure my flanks that well, but got a kill with the sniper, which I'm pretty happy about. So because our attack failed, we now have to defend our trench against... Oh, no, never mind. No, we are defending. Yeah, we are defending, okay. So let me go find a halfway decent sniper perch. It's not always best to go where you think is best, because the other team, they've, you know, unless this is their first time playing, they've played and defended the same map you have, so they know where you're going to be sitting at. Just waiting for this gas to wear off, if it does, or is that permanent effect? Wow, that would be really annoying. Talk about trying to snipe through that, huh? Well, put my gas mask on like they told me to. What? Are you kidding me? Okay. Woo! Sat too long on the high ground, feeling like I was invincible. Team chat is insanely useful in this game. If you have a good team with people who give a shit, then you will go far. They tell you, you know, like on the top there's one coming right. You'll have people telling you if the flank's falling. You'll have people telling you if there's a sniper, like an MG. Woo! Fart left. So I think it's back. I think it's time to change back to my. Whoops, non-scoped. Whoa, I'm going. Where'd this thing spawn me at? Come on, back to in the trench. There we go. So here we have. There's a ton of them over there. Wow. When I changed my freaking bolt action, of course they all... Wow. Do you see how many guys are over there? I probably would have gotten at least 2 if I had my scope out still. Or maybe none. I mean, you know. I'm not too good at sniper rifle. But they're in foothold overtime, which means that their time ran out to attack our trench. But because they did have people in here, although not enough to securely take it, then they get an extra little bit of time to try and fully secure this trench. But we are taking losses, so it's purely a numbers game. If you have, say we have 11 players, at the very bottom there's a red circle saying 11 players holding Summit frontline. So that means it's a numbers game. If they have enough people in here, then see we lost 3, we're down to 8. So it's a numbers game. If they get enough people in here, you'll see that red bar, the red circle, start to dwindle. And if it goes all the way down, they take it. So you need to be careful, because if you look at the minimap on the bottom left, we're the only one in this stretch of area, which means that, you know, could mean that nobody just came here for a little bit, but it could mean that the enemy's been clearing this section out, and they might have dropped guys in here, which is why there's no defenders, because they killed them all. So you gotta be careful. Oh, see, you know, I got scared. Thought that was an enemy. Look at this detail. If you've seen All Quiet on the Western Front, or really any good sniper movie, what about the sniper, the Russian sniper in, what's that movie called? The Russian sniper when the Germans took Stalingrad. So anyways, they put the helmet on a stick and moved it out to see where the enemy sniper was, and he shot the helmet, and then they saw where he fired from. Look at that. That level of detail though. Isn't that cool? So the battle is a draw. Neither of us took trenches. Instead, we just attacked and defended the front line trenches, because there's about 5 to 6 trench lines in here that if you take one trench, you know, their front line trench, then you go to their backup trench. Then, you know, you start going into their supply trenches, their communication trenches, and then their headquarters trench. So if you can attack through a trench, you hit the next trench line. So the game's pretty fun. You guys should take a look at it. It's called Verdun. It is on Steam. I'm not sure how much it is. I got this game a while ago, but check it out. There's still a huge community playing it. It's lots of fun. It takes some time to get a hang of it. It really does. But you see, I got the last kill. Check that shit out. So yeah, here you go, guys. I'll upload some more videos of this if you wish. I probably will upload a couple more because I love playing this game. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the game. Take it easy.